All right, y'all. So what are we doing today? We are gift wrapping a book. So I did post a reel. Well, I posted reels on social media, and then here on YouTube, I did post a short the other day showing how I did this. It was a little sped up. So in this video, I'm just kind of really going to slow it down and show you. So this isn't really going to ship very well because you can see it has like all sorts of like little elements stuck in here. I mean, you could wrap it in bubble wrap if you like. Just very carefully lay the bubble wrap over it, wrap it several times. I would put it in a box. I wouldn't use a padded envelope or anything if you were going to ship it. This is sort of best for just handing to someone, okay? So we're going to be using brown craft paper, and then you can use whatever you want to decorate it, and then you get whatever little goodies, doohickeys, stickers, bookmarks, face masks, depends on the book, depends on the person that you're giving it to. For this one, I have some little packs of instant coffee. I have some creamer, and then here's a chai tea, and I got these at Dollar Tree. I have drank them myself just to try them out and see what they tasted like. I'll show you the packages here in a second, but they did taste pretty good, okay? So basically, you can get all this stuff at Dollar Tree. Got the paper at Dollar Tree, the snacks. You can get this trim at Dollar Tree. The butterflies here aren't really stickers, they're wall decals that I got at Dollar Tree. Now, I will tell you, they don't stick very well long term to the brown paper. So if you're just going to put this together and then give it to somebody that same day, it's fine. Because I made this the other day, like I said, and then when I came in here to look at it today, a few of the little edges of the butterflies had kind of come up, so keep that in mind, all right? But the book that is in this one, and you can see it's sort of like a thin book, but the book that is in this package here is this book right here. You have seen me post about this. It's a most awesome book. If you would, please go read it, check it out, and if you do read it, please leave it a good review. I'm going to have a link to it down in the comments and in a pinned description for you. So check that out on Amazon. Go grab it. Most excellent read. And then I wrapped it like this. Okay, so now let me go get some more paper and another book, and I'll show you how to wrap a more square, thicker book. Okay, so the book that we're going to be wrapping now is my cookbook. Take a look at that. My cookbook is now published on Amazon, and it is available for purchase. Each recipe has a full color photo, okay? So it's not like one of these cookbooks that just has like a bunch of worded recipes, and then you're like, does this look right? Is it supposed to look like this? And over the years, if you have followed me on social media, this is the Desserts and Sweet Treats page. This is one of my favorite bundt cakes I have ever made. If you have followed me along on my social media journey, then these are the photos that you have seen on my social media pages, okay? Y'all remember these? Y'all remember these? But yeah, and on the recipes, I tried to give y'all like a little bit of historical tidbits, just a little bit of knowledge to make it a fun read. I've used a 14-point font, which makes it easy to read. And like I said, each recipe has a full color photo. You can grab that on Amazon. And this book is square, where this other book over here is more rectangular. This method is going to work pretty much on any shape and size of book. So that was a thinner rectangular book. This one is a bit thicker, and it is square. But it's going to work the same. Now for the paper, I got this brown paper. This came from Dollar Tree. We'll see if I can zoom out just a little bit. This table is a mess, and I'm sorry, I got a lot going on. But this brown paper here came from Dollar Tree. So basically what you want to do, just roll out some of your paper, and this is going to be easier to show you once I cut the paper. Put your book down on the paper. And then we're going to bring it up, like so, until the paper is about, I don't know, about an inch and a half below the top of your book. It's just easier to do that than it is going down to the bottom, and I'll show you what I mean here in a second. Just get your paper, this is slightly crooked from where I cut it earlier. Just get to where it's about an inch, like I said, inch and a half right here. And then we're going to cut right here about an inch to an inch and a half above the book, okay? So you just bring it up, you have this gap. Now cut right along there. Okay, so now that we have that cut, bring your book down a little bit. Let's fold this down. Make sure it's even across the bottom. You have about an inch and a half peeking out here. Now I have my book moved over. It's not directly in the center of the paper, okay? And this is one of these things where you're just going to have to practice. Just practice, and then you can understand better about what I'm trying to show you, because it is a little bit difficult for me to verbally tell you and show you. You really need to get your hands on it. But then you just take your paper here, take this finger, you can kind of feel the corner of the book, and you're just going to bring the paper down. And you see how I'm kind of like just trying to get that edge right there, right on the edge of the book itself. I'm trying to show you. Okay, so now you just take your finger, side of your hand, what have you, just go down the side of your book like that and bring this out, and that's going to make like a little flap. Bring this up and over, about right there. You can bring it down this way, it'll be a more shallow pocket. Bring it up, it'll be a deeper pocket. And then just kind of tap this paper along the side of the book. You see how I'm doing that? Just wherever you place your pocket. Like I said, that looks good. So then you just want to smooth this down. Hold that in place. You just smoothing this down. And then crease the rest of your paper, because this is where the other pocket is going to come into play. Just fold that over. Okay? So now we have 2 pockets. And I'm just going to lay something heavy on here. I have a crystal. Now we're going to do on this side the same thing that we did on the other side. See, there's the corner of our book. Make sure your book is pushed up and nice and snug up against the folded section up here. Okay? Now just hold that with your finger just to kind of press down. This is the corner of the book. I'm just kind of pressing down along the spine now. And just pushing it in like that. See? Whoop. And then you have this little flap here. I tore that. It's okay, because I'm being a little bit rough with it for the video. It's all right. Put that there. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So then let's just fold this and then bring that over for our other flap, our other pocket. That looks good. And just kind of tap that down with your hand and crease. See, just along the spine of the book and crease. Now we're going to bring this over. And this is going to make our second pocket. So just bring this up a little bit. And then you just have to work with it just to kind of get it snug up against the side of your book. And just kind of squish it all together. Just work it around a little bit. I want this down. I don't want it up that far. There we go. Right about there. It's looking good. Okay. And then just crease it wherever you want it. Just kind of help hold it in place. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to try to flip it over. Ta-da! And now you're just going to take some scissors and just cut away. You can fold this actually. You see how this is the bottom of our book? We're going to be folding this like you would a Christmas gift. So I'm just going to trim away a little bit of this excess here just to make that a little bit easier. It's really not that difficult. It's just a little bit difficult to show on camera. I just tore a piece of tape over here to help me out. Let's see. Yeah, we still got room to cut some more. See, this is the bottom. And you're going to see what I mean here in a minute by wrapping it like a Christmas gift. Just trimming this away. Okay. So now we're just going to tuck in the edges and just bring it down. Like I said, like you would a Christmas gift. And you can trim away a lot more of this if you want to. Okay. But just fold the edges in. Okay, see how I have that? Now just fold that up. I was going to cut that off, but you know what? For the video, I think I'm just going to tuck it under there. Okay, now just put your tape there. It's looking a little rough. Just wait till we get it all taped down and then get it decorated. It's going to look a lot better. Okay, so there's our wrapped book. Now we need to add some stickers and whatnot to it. So what I'm going to tuck down in here, and like I said, depending on what you want to give, you can do face masks, just, you know, fun stuff like that. I'm going to do this coffee and this chai tea, and I did get this stuff at Dollar Tree. I liked it. I did try every single one of them, and I did enjoy them, especially this chai. This was better than I expected, okay? It was a lot better than I expected. Now, I'm not really going to glue on a lot of stuff until I get the goodies put down in there. Why? Because then you can judge better about how it's going to, you know, like mound up like that. But let's go ahead and put these stickers on. Like I said, these are the wall decals from Dollar Tree. They're not like stickers, so they're not super strong. Let's see. Right there. Like I was saying, they're not really super strong. Okay, so do keep that in mind. But while my glue gun is heating up, let's just get a few of these on here. So those are on there, and now we're just going to take our tea, coffee, what have you, stick it here, there, and everywhere in these little pockets. Just whatever. I said, you put whatever you want to in here. I like coffee and tea, so I'm using coffee and tea. Okay, so here I have some moss from Dollar Tree. Y'all know I love like earthy, botanical, mossy stuff. I love it. So then you could take some of this and just, you know, like tuck down here, there, and everywhere just for some like filler. This is why I said don't worry about like if your paper lines up exactly. It's okay if it doesn't, you know, because then you can add on trim. You can add on flowers. You can add on all kinds of stuff that's actually going to be pretty cute and it's going to look nice whether everything is perfect or not. Okay, so don't worry about that. You might see some online like, oh, well, my folds aren't, you know, like lining up exactly with how they should. It's okay. It's okay. Take some trim and cover it up. So anyway, there's some moss. Lordy. Now, this is some lavender that I had grown myself and I dried. So I thought that might be a nice touch. Let's get this moss out of the way. Just stick some of that down in there, here, there, and everywhere. So this is what we have so far. You're like, Amber, that looks like a hot mess. I like it. You don't have to use whatever you don't like. It's cool. I'm looking in my container of feathers over here. Check with your state and the laws regarding feathers. I'm allowed to have these feathers, thank you. Me and my indigenous self. But I think I want to stick one of these down in there. No, let's put it where we can see it just a little bit more. I like I said, like very earthy botanical things. So there's a feather there. Okay. We can get another one if we like. I just like stuff like that, you know. Yeah. Okay. Now for this right here, I do have my glue gun on, and I have some of this ribbon type lace. Now I did get this at a craft store. You can get it at Dollar Tree as well. So we're just going to take a piece of it. We're going to glue it this way. And like I said, this is where you can really fancy it up, you know. Like I said, it does not absolutely have to be perfect. Stop worrying about that. Oh, there's a little bit of dried glue on there. But then you just put it a little bit, not a whole lot, because then you don't want it coming through the ribbon and burning you. Just glue this down like that. And then we're going to take the ends of it and we'll wrap it around the back, okay? And this is why I said I was waiting until I like put the stuff down in there to do stuff like this, because you don't know just how bulky it's going to get. And then we're going to flip it over, just fold the edges under, and then glue them down to the back. Now on the other one, I did wrap some twine around it. Now this book is square, like I said, whereas the other one is more rectangle. So that can be a little bit more difficult. So what we're going to do is, let's take just a piece. Okay, see I cut a piece of this. And then let's make like a rustic bow type deal. So do I want to wrap around 4 fingers, or do I want to try a box? You know what, let's try this box here. I am just going to start wrapping it around this box, okay? You could use a piece of cardboard, what have you. I'm just trying to show you like how to use things that you have laying around the house. But what we're going to do is just wrap this twine round and around, and then we're going to tie it in the center. You can make a bow or fluff it out, make it look kind of like a flower. I'll show you here in a second. Slide it off your box. Okay, so this is fairly large looking, but I like it. I like stuff like it's sort of like a junk journal, but you're wrapping a book with it, you know? And I've showed y'all how I did junk journals before, but doing things like this is kind of like a junk journal, but in the form of a gift, you know? And if they want to, they can like take off the little individual elements and use those. So, okay. We'll just glue that down. Then we can find something to glue down in the center. And I do have some dried flowers over here as soon as I find them, wherever I put them. Where did they go? Anyway, I have several packs of dried flowers. Okay, here's some. You just have to be super careful with using dried flowers. And like I said, this might not be something you want to ship. It might just be something that you want to personally hand someone if you're going to be using the botanicals and things of that nature. But let's glue this fern leaf down in the center. See? This little fern right here. And then we have this flower right here. You can glue that down in the center. Okay. And you can get these dried flowers on Amazon, craft stores, what have you. Okay. Now you see how it's like building up in height and it's getting bulky. That's why I said it might not be the best thing in the world to ship. Okay, and here's like this extra little dried flower. Let's just glue him right here. Ta-da! Okay, now you can put a few more dried flowers on here if you like, but you know, now you have like a whole little package here, just something fun to look at, something fun to unwrap, and then you have your book inside. So now we're going to take a look over here at this one. You can see like the rectangular one here. Let's zoom out one more time. See the rectangular one here, and then you have the square one here. Okay, just something fun to do for your packaging. But the author of this book is also here on YouTube. I'm going to have a link to his YouTube channel in the description box and in a pinned comment. Also links to where you can get his book and where you can get my book. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would, please give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I will see y'all later. Bye.